Welcome, it's SVPod. Stanford Steve is here. Red is here. Thanks to our friends from Podville/Omaha. Red has a bed over here.
So spoiled.
It's
unbelievable.
It's idiotic. Speaking of idiotic, as we speak, we're coming on the air. I'm watching First Take with no sound, and Mad Dog is mad about the movie It's a Wonderful Life. George Bailey! You got Lionel Barrymore and Henry Chavez. And there's an angel. And a wing and a bell and a gate. What are we doing? Chris Kringle? I don't know what he's saying. I'm doing my own Mad Dog. Who's mad about It's a Wonderful Life? Mad Dog. George Bailey. Get him out of here.
Paulie produced.
He's in the mix. Merry Christmas, everybody. Started with decent Mad Dog and fell apart.
How you doing, bud?
Dude, I am tired.
I hear you.
Got back late, sleet front. Had to get up early. Red has an ear thing, infection. Smells like Fritos. Disgusting. But, Christmas time, baby. Hunker down.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Get to the finish line. Is it?
Yeah.
How's that bag you got, bro?
Got it. We're good. Last purchase, had to go get the pickup. What a scene over there.
Galleria.
Oh.
All right, folks, for those that are in the Beltway region, you're familiar. Tyson's. For those that aren't, picture like Rodeo Drive. It's every high-end joint there is.
Yeah. And to the grandparents out there, I don't think we have many grandparents, but maybe there's...
You don't know?
Don't take your grandkids there because they're going to sucker you in. And you're going to walk out like minus $1,200 for like a backpack.
Yeah, but it's going to be Versace, bro.
I mean, kids should not be allowed in there. We know how gullible parents could get.
It's like a casino.
And grandparents are just punching bags for the grandkids.
Age limit.
I really like that.
Can we go in the Lego store? Can we go over to Versace?
What's Celine? How about Celine?
I'm fairly well-versed, as you know. They have a Villebrequin store. You know me in the high-end swimwear space.
We need a picture of you up in there.
I'm just saying. I move merch. Speaking of which, homage, get there. Merch. I always wondered who's going to buy it. People send pictures. They got them. Bad beats, winners, things of that nature. We're working on Pooptown. January, I know that pitchy woo-woo, mechanical.
You got a mechanical story.
Which, by the way, that's truly just become part of the American lexicon. As soon as anybody... Anywhere there says there's a plane issue, what do you get on Twitter, Steve?
Mechanical.
It's amazing. You invented it.
One of our avid listeners, John Parolin, great Monday Night NFL researcher. I wake up to a text this morning. He's flying home from Indy.
Is he?
Mechanical. Quote, electrical issue we can't fix. We need to try.
Just
turning the plane off and back on again. Please deplane.
The second you get off the plane,
he said,
you're fucked.
He said, this plane cannot have the same troubleshooting process as the printer I used in middle school.
Turn it off and turn it on. ...
Flight change. Sorry, John. I hope you are home and in a better state of mind when you're finally listening to this. But thanks for the text as I woke up. I'm really sorry.
Just be honest. Just come on. There's your captain. We're going to have to turn this plane back around, and everyone is fucked on the plane.
Yes, that's it.
No one is going to make it home. If you have connections, you are fucked twice. Double fucked.
And on the way out,
we're starting this.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. And a Merry Christmas to everybody. You'll be there by the 28th.
I would never open the door if I was the pilot and I had to do that.
No, just hang out.
People start not. Where is he? You lied.
But can't. Yeah, we're going to turn it off and turn it on. Like it's boot up with DOS, like an 88 computer, like Tecmo Bowl. Just blow on the cartridge.
God bless you if you have issues with the travel
Mechanical.
around now. It's not great.
I'll tell you what
hopefully
is great.
2026 is better.
Lucas Oil Field is great.
Told you.
What a venue.
Told you.
What a venue.
It's pristine.
It's just the perfect size. And I saw the Chiefs put out the picture of what their new thing's going to look like, and everyone's mad that they all have some version of like the Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the open windows. Not the open windows, but like glass in the end zones. Well, it looks nice. Lucas Oil does it perfect. You come into Indy, and as you're flying in, there it is, sitting right there. And then Indy's, as we've talked about, it's well laid out for Final Four, which I believe is there this year, Big Ten Championship, Super Bowl, which they've had. It's just well set up. We were there a bunch last year for the finals. Their team played well. I mean, Phillip Rivers is an incredible story. I mean, the guys threw for 277 and a couple scores. Costly late pick 6. Whew.
Teaser.
I don't know if you understand about teasers. There's no way it can lose. You get 10 points.
Add it on.
Houses.
To what you're already getting.
Beach houses have been bought with what have been surrendered via teaser. Anyway.
Is it worse than a drug?
Just this, it can't lose, Steve. I don't know if you understand the math. It's just math. You get to add 10 to your total.
You just keep doing it.
Getting 15 and a half. I mean, you were never not right until old D Winters scooting. We're in the tunnel getting ready to go out. And then I hear Joe Buck, he's gone. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. But as compelling and undeniable as the Rivers bit is, Brock Purdy becomes the first ever San Francisco 49er to throw for 5 touchdowns on Monday Night Football. Given the fact that you've had Montana and Young in that space, I think maybe one night they just go bananas. 5's a lot of touchdowns, like a lot. But that offense hasn't punted since November. They had a late bye, but still, it's 2 full games without a punt. We're on the sidelines. Thomas Morsted's there. I said, you don't work. And he was mentioning, he said, Drew Brees called the Tennessee game, and they did the picture with the 0, meaning 0 punts, which I guess was the goal in New Orleans.
Yeah.
0 punts. So, Mr. Morsted, no Drew Brees, but your boy Van Pelt, Stanford Steve, 0 punts. We're happy. Actually, we don't want to come all the way to Santa Clara. Well, you're going to have to punt eventually. 2 home games coming for them against Chicago and Seattle. If they win them both, they're the 1 seed, which is something I hadn't even contemplated, Steve, until the LA-Seattle game Thursday, which was bananas. And when that goes Seattle's way, all of a sudden everyone connects the dots and goes, oh, wow, San Francisco can be the 1. I'd never thought of them that way. I think the Rams are better. I just think the Rams are the best team. And I don't know that San Francisco can make a run in the playoffs if their defense is going to be that leaky. Tennessee moved the ball up and down the field on them. The Colts did as well. But their offense is so good. I love their offense. I don't think you can win 3 or 4 consecutive games with that defense.
I don't know who can in the whole league.
That's a fair point.
I mean,
it's a fair point.
Just go across the board. I mean, the AFC, I don't even want to waste time on it because we don't know. No one knows.
I like Jacksonville.
To win 4.
3. Home field. Take it to the limit. Certainly not. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to waste time on it. It's those AFC Cap sent the thing of like the playoff predictor storylines. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Well, I really don't. Like, I'll tune in this weekend and watch the games.
Last night we did on Countdown the playoff matchups and that's always a fool's errand because there's so much that's fluid. But it is, if nothing else, it's like, oh, wow, that'd be a game that'd be fun to watch. And we're going to get some combination of them. But it's like cards in a deck. Shuffle them and just pull them out and whatever they are. Oh, that's the game? Okay. I just think Jacksonville going into Denver and putting it on him like that's eye-opening. Trevor Lawrence is playing like the guy that we all knew he was going back to high school when he went to Clemson, took the job, won a title, and got all that money, and everyone's kind of, I don't think he can do it. And he hasn't done it yet, but he keeps playing like he has this past month. They could go on a run. They're as good a bet as anybody.
No doubt. I just feel like you could make that argument for every. I was looking at the Coach of the Year odds and MVP odds, and like a couple guys.
Who's the favorite for Coach of the Year?
Vrabel. And I get it, but I heard Russillo talking. Their schedule is the easiest schedule since 1999.
And we knew that going in. And not only that, it's been a bunch of backup quarterbacks that they've faced, including the other night in the second half against Baltimore. I mean, it's set up mint.
Yeah. So
not fake mint.
We've picked apart people who have you beat in that whole thing. I still say in its totality in the NFL, win the games you're supposed to win,
right?
And you're going to be good. On the other side, the Niners were my favorite win total over this year because they got to play basically a third-place schedule.
Correct.
You've seen that play out. They got some, the win at Seattle, the win at the Rams. Good wins.
No doubt.
Trash in between, but they're wins. So the idea of just you take care of business, and here you are. To your point, the Niners are going to have a chance to be the 1 seed. They'll be favored, right?
Against Chicago?
No, against Seattle.
I would think.
Right?
I mean, the way their offense is cooking right now.
Yeah, he's a difference maker, man. It's the Purdy haters are kind of quiet lately.
In shambles.
He's
you know who else is in shambles? Gervasio. I cut Brock Purdy in fantasy because for 8 weeks he didn't play. So, Mr. Groper, it's a long story. Purdy's available on the wire. That was
because of you.
What was I supposed to do? Keep a quarterback that isn't playing? No. Because my number 1 pick didn't play either. It's how you go 0 for 4 and don't make any playoffs. So I cut Purdy. I needed to start someone. I needed someone that was playing.
Shout out draft grades.
F deserved. But Purdy's going to play like that, buddy.
Yeah.
And McCaffrey's going to play like that. Kittle, maybe, hopefully not high ankle because he's a difference maker as well.
Yeah, that offense is not even close without him, with what he does. But going back to the thing, so I just started looking, and it's Vrabel up there for Coach of the Year, but I looked at Liam Cohen. I'm like, what's he? Like, it's the freaking Jags. And Trevor Lawrence has never played like this in his life.
Nope.
Where did I go? Where was Liam Cohen before this? Baker Mayfield. Never played like that in his life. I'm like, guy's pretty darn good. And then I also look at, like, Jim Harbaugh, who I believe is like 100 or 150 to 1. And I look at that even further, and I'm like, Herbert, I get it. He doesn't have the stats. But when I watch them week in and week out, that team takes care of business. And Herbert doesn't have his 2 tackles. He hasn't had them all year.
Correct.
And I just look at what he's done.
His hand's broken, and they've won 7 of 8 games.
Yeah, like, give me that guy.
You know the one game they lost? They got trucked by who? Duval.
Did your kids have to put all the Daniels jerseys away and get the Trevor Lawrence ones out?
It's like the which way the wind blows, man. It's good to have a lot of options when you're a kid.
Yeah. Keep them open.
Well, Dad, if Jacksonville goes to the Super Bowl, can we go? Sure. I mean, why would I say no when if they go, your mom's going to figure it out and they'll be there. They could, though.
Sure.
I want to ask you, though, about San Francisco, because I made the point seeing it. The offense is going to give them a chance. They have 6 fewer sacks than Myles Garrett as a team, dead last. And you lose Bosa, you lose Warner. We understand.
Mm-hmm.
No one can. Next man up aren't Nick Bosa and Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
That's no one's fault. Watching Tennessee, watching Indianapolis drive it the way they did, I'm concerned when you play a team that is better defensively that will actually make Mr. Morstead have to punt.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to surrender that type of yardage and those types of points, that's not built for a long run. As much respect as I have for Shanahan, who I think is phenomenal. I'm not exactly alone there. That's not an original thought. He's great.
I'm with you. Top tier coach.
No doubt. But I still say I like the Rams the best.
Okay.
Look at their 4 losses. Get a field goal blocked against the Eagles that would have won the game. Get stopped on a 4th and 1 in overtime against San Francisco at home. Lose in the rain against Carolina, driving for the winning score. Stafford gets hit and rainy day, loses the football. And you lose that insane game against Seattle where there's a play and they're getting ready to kick off. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, I remember when Charbonnet picked the ball up just to hand it back to the ref. That's worth 2 points. I think it was right. I just don't understand how that happened. And then the whole postgame, McVay's being grilled about Puka Nacua. That was an interesting line of questioning. Do you think he was a distraction? Do I think he was a distraction? He had 12 catches, 225 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It was not a great look for Puka, but he's an unstoppable force of nature. The Rams, I still love them.
I get that notion. I don't know their resume, but if the Rams, but if they're a college football team, you're pointing out all good losses. Like, what do they beat the Niners? They beat
the Niners in San Francisco by 1 million.
What happened? They played the Jags
35-7. That was in Budapest. I think that was a Budapest game. That was the Liechtenstein game. Went to Stade.
But they're gonna have to go. They're going to have to go to like Carolina or Tampa.
So what?
No, I'm just saying. Like
you saw what they took to Seattle. They lost. I understand. And their defense conspired in some, and they got a little conservative there. A little conservative with the lead. But they didn't know they were going to give up a punt return. Then they fired their teams guy. Weird 2-point deal. They go down and score, and then Seattle, I give them credit, man. McDonald did the right thing. A tie wasn't going to help them.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why in overtime, the fact that the Rams didn't preemptively go for 2 is curious because now if you don't get it, then you lose to an extra point. I understand that as well. But there's some, I'm sure from the analytics standpoint, knowing that a tie for them doesn't help them, could have gone for 2 initially. Opens the door for an extra point to beat you. Anyway, they lost. They lost. Seattle's really good, too. I'm not anti-Seattle. What I've seen from the Rams this year, I just buy it more than anyone else.
I get it. Totally get it.
Than anyone else. Philly, remember when, I think we were on the set together, when Nick Sirianni walked by. He's like, you on the air? I said, we're on a break. He just came over and shook hands on the way out. I go, hey, I said, you got the Raiders and my banged up Washington squad. You got a couple chances to get sorted out here. 2 wins later, they're in the playoffs. Guys got like the best winning percentage since anybody named Lombardi or something like that. I don't know if it's fool's gold with them. I don't know if they got right, but mentally at least they don't have to hear about a bunch of bullshit. They're
basically from their own fan base too.
Mostly,
you know.
But you know what they create? It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. They live in this place where, it's like reality television. We have to create some angst. I mean, be one thing if you sucked and they opened up the phone lines and it was who and who, so-and-so from Chester. Sirianni's an asshole and it's really bad. This offense is really, really bad. Okay? Well, They're NFC East champs again.
Bad division.
I understand.
That division's awful.
Giants, Pooptown. How about Giants Raiders this week?
Can't wait. Why? If there was ever a God, we could get that in prime time.
Send Collinsworth and Tirico?
Oh, yeah. Send them.
Just imagine.
Can't wait.
That entire fiasco.
Which one?
Well, Raiders
combined?
Raiders competed the other day.
Cool. That's their job.
I'm not throwing a parade. I'm just saying that, you know me, and I'm looking at the board saying, boy, Cleveland and the Raiders, no one's going to have them. Give me them. Nope. I'm not doing it again. I'm just not. Win-win.
Teaser?
Didn't mess with it. Actually, I think I might have teased some dogs that got there.
Definitely.
For sure. But, again, I don't know if you understand the math. It's impossible to lose them. I don't even know. We're just all over the map here. Yeah. But that's fine.
Just like the playoff picture.
Kind of. Hey, Merry Christmas, Netflix. Imagine that. I thought, and this is not anti-them. I'm saying it's anti the universe and the incredibly bad luck to go all in on a day, turn it into theater, produce it high level as they did last year, and the games you get are the games they get. I mean, this is the whole when the schedule comes out and whatever.
What's the first game? The second game's good.
Minnesota, Detroit?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess sort of Dallas.
Compared to what Amazon
Dallas,
has?
Washington.
Amazon Thursday night?
Dallas, Washington. Minnesota, Detroit. Houston, Denver. Those are your Christmas games. Excuse me. Denver.
Denver at Kansas City.
Denver, Kansas City.
Uncle Al.
I don't even know the person's name that plays quarterback for the Chiefs.
Oluwakonde?
Sure.
He was a journeyman.
The list of quarterbacks playing football this week is just unbelievable.
Ended up as a rabbit, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
He's SEC.
My job to know that. I don't know. Hand up.
He's got to work on the ball security in the pocket.
Sure he does. This is the Chiefs. This is where they're at.
Think the Titans wanted to win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, yeah. It's their job, Steve, right?
Yeah, but dude, tanking, draft pick, more important.
Is it?
No, I will never.
I just can't imagine that you wait all year to get these big spots, and that's what you end up with.
Are you going? Commanders game?
We have tickets if you'd like them. I mean,
how much?
Oh my God. To leave the house on Christmas Day to watch that.
Pack up the car, go sit in the parking lot, have a couple dogs, beers, sit around.
Get yourself one of those old RFK dogs that half of it's raw and the other half is a fossil.
How's the bun in the tinfoil?
The bun, the one half is moist, wet, cold, and the other half has nuclear waste burnt. But somehow it was just delicious. Our pal Sansy's out there. He knows. He remembers those delectable RFK dogs. I mean,
a new car.
No.
You pick it. Whatever car you want.
And do I have to sit
It doesn't fly, though.
Do I have to sit outside?
Yeah, you have to watch the game for 3 hours.
I'll take the bus. Metro. Bing, boom. Please watch the sliding doors. It's just the whole year has been a catastrophe for Washington.
Oh, God.
Can we throw up the standings? I had something I wanted to talk about, and I've reached a bad place where I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, that's who I wanted to talk about. The Lions. I don't get it. I think they're good.
They are. Their offensive line's not.
They've lost a bunch of games that are slight variations of what the other day was against Pittsburgh, where they're this close to Slaw. Is that how you say his name? I feel like some people make it like Tesla. Other people make it like Tesla. It's like Mariota. All of a sudden it was
Mariota.
I understand, but there's been some confusion about.
Just listen to Tirico.
Always do. He had a chance to catch it. They called PI twice. Blah, 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 blah. That's 5-minute real-time section is Detroit's entire year in a nutshell. This close, but not quite. And Dan Campbell has a tell. He scratches his neck with his index finger. You could tell it's like, he's like, we got nobody to blame but ourselves. It's like, he's bummed. He's just like, can't. And he's scratching his neck with his index finger, and he's trying to say, hey, man, like this, we got to own it, because he's a no-nonsense, no-excuses type of cat. I just look at their reverse trajectory, their decline from being significantly ahead in the NFC Championship game on the road against San Francisco. They lose that game. The following year, they're cooking with gas. They're the 1 seed. Get run at home by Washington. Don't win a game. Next year, most likely don't make the playoffs. That's crazy to me. That's a 3-year window of time where they've been really good. And it's a franchise that's never gotten there and has been hoping for this time. And Campbell said it after they lost to San Francisco. You don't know if you're ever going to get back here. Maybe they don't. And that's just a bummer to me, because I think they're really good. And they've been very banged up. Jason Kelce was talking about just how many guys they've had on IR, and I said, is it just bad injury luck? And he said, I don't know. Do you look at it organizationally and try to figure out, is the aggression that we play with somehow playing into what's happening to us? And he wasn't saying that it was. He's just saying if you're them, you'd look at anything to try to figure out how can we kind of preserve ourselves here and give ourselves a better chance. I watch the Bears play, and I think, the Lions are better than you. And then this is just like Notre Dame. Hear me out. This is like Notre Dame and Miami. I can watch you and think you're better, but what I know is what the results are. So it doesn't matter what I think. All credit in the world to the Bears for continuing to win games. They've done what Detroit hasn't. They've won games that are there to be won. They've stolen them. Chicago. And Detroit just fumbles them away.
The Bears have been trailing at the 2-minute warning 10 times this year.
That's what I'm saying.
They're 6-4.
That's unbelievable. It's also not sustainable.
No. But in the moment, you got to give them credit because they've taken the opportunity. I know you are.
I am. I'm not saying they're not good. You understand what I'm saying?
I totally get it, because you'll drive. It happens in every sport.
Yeah,
we're going to get to Alabama, Oklahoma. I was dead set on that game because of the same reason. Alabama's a better football team.
Oklahoma keeps getting these long plays against LSU, Miami.
Those tapes. Anyway, let's stay on the NFL for now. Detroit. Down 3-0, 1st and goal, 4th and goal, go for it. Kick a field goal there. You know what happens at the end of the game?
No, Steve, you never kick field goals because you're stupid and don't understand football.
3 points, they add up.
No, it doesn't. You're stupid.
Put it on my grave.
No, you're just dumb. You're not as smart people. I'm with you. Put it like you do. I have no idea how the Bears won that football game. None.
I do. You can't have the main guy on your hands team wearing a Guardian cap.
He's got great hands. He let the ball play
him.
You
still need the brain, the work.
He's trying to protect him.
Look how he fielded that.
Yeah,
There was everything wrong.
Let the ball play him. That's for sure.
Oh, that bad. Bad. You deserve to lose. I'm sorry.
They had a 4th and 4-0 and throw it to a guy that had 2 catches in his life. It's incredible. And Chicago apologizes to nobody for nothing. You keep winning games.
Embrace the journey.
And that, no doubt. But if that game against Detroit at the end of the year matters for Detroit, I'm going to think that they're going to do to you what they did early in the year up in their place. I feel like they're going to win.
Where is that game?
In Chicago.
Oh, I don't like Detroit outside. I will give a ton of credit, too, because a lot of those people are quiet now, too, as the Caleb Williams haters. My man could play in the cold. It is. I thought it was going to be a factor, and when he got drafted there, I'm like, if they're good, there are monstrous games to be played. I mean, I go back to the Green Bay game. They lost. It wasn't a factor. Who'd they play the week after at home? It was freezing. And it wasn't a good team, but he was throwing the ball all over the place. So credit to him. The one guy I want to get to that everyone continues to not give their team credit.
Okay.
And they have very good wins. And I hope Bryce Young kept receipts, man. I really do.
Hey, he could come for me, that's for sure.
I just can't get over. Like, you watch him, I'm like, this is awesome. Like, you see how comfortable it is. I said last year when Canales benched him and everybody wanted to throw him out of the league instead his career was over, give it time. This guy's got a new regime in there, and I give Canales a ton of credit for getting that team right. Again, a team, you look at the roster, it's like, they play great defense. When they don't turn it over, they're in it. Got a couple guys at running back. Got 2 good tight ends.
But what's funny about them is that they're underdogs against Seattle.
Yeah.
And if Tampa wins this week, then they've got a home game. Tampa's the cat. And I feel like they've used 8.5 lives and are hanging off a cliff by a claw. But they still, I think that Carolina's odds are slightly better than 50-50, but only because they lead for the moment. But they'll be underdogs in their last 2 games.
Yep.
But I think I said this the one week when you were traveling. We had several. It's been unprecedented. There are multiple escape from Pooptown teams, and they're leaded. We have a Pooptown escapee.
Refugee?
We have a Pooptown refugee that leads.
Can we make a Pooptown refugee shirt with Carolina Panther?
Let's just work
colors?
on getting Pooptown greenlit. But they lead a division.
Carolina Pooptown refugees. Keep pounding.
Put every slogan there is. Well, now we'll get involved with the NFL. I'm sure they'd love to slap a big poop emoji.
It's a compliment.
Throw the glasses and the headphones on there. We'll just turn it into like a NASCAR T-shirt with every slogan we can think of. But you're right. They deserve credit. Watching that game with Mayfield and Tampa Bay driving, I'm like, they're going to do it again and win. And then they didn't. And it's gone just terribly wrong for Tampa Bay.
They can't play a clean game. It's unreal.
That's really it. NFL. AFC, you said the Denver loss because it was Jacksonville. That beat them the way they did. I think it was eye-opening both ways. New England erased an 11-point deficit against a team that had to have it. They played a light schedule. It's looking at it with the forensic analysis. You're not going to be wowed by a ton, but I know they went to Buffalo and beat them. I know they went to Tampa and beat them. And I know they went to Baltimore and beat a team they were down 11-2 in the fourth quarter. And Maye is that guy.
Oh, I was watching. I'm like, this is one of those games where you're talking about you got your guy, we got our team, and you go and do that. And I don't care. This is taking the Ravens out of the equation. You still have to do it yourselves. He did it. How was that not PI called?
I mean,
the man was tackled.
I have no idea. And
he got a concussion on it.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. You know, and
they overcame that.
It drives me nuts in basketball when I'll watch an official do what they'll watch the shot. They feel like there's contact. They're going to wait and see if the bucket goes. If it goes, maybe it's play on. But if it doesn't, then I'm going to call the foul. In other words, you got fouled, but if you make the bucket, we'll play on. But if you miss it, you probably missed because you got fouled. So I blow it late. That felt like one where the official was watching it and thought, oh, he caught it. which is really neither here nor there, because you could say the same thing about the incredible DJ Moore catch of the incredible throw. I say incredible catch because he caught it with like one hand and kind of bobbled it, and then he hits the deck hard. That was PI on Green Bay. They just didn't call it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no answer. It was penalty. They just flat missed it. That's all. Missed that call. But we had Drake on SportsCenter afterwards, and I asked a question, and one of our producers said, "Did you know the answer? Did you know if he liked golf or not?" I said, "No, I was asking a blind question just to see if it would make sense to him." Because I said, "You remind me of Scotty Scheffler," and I mean that as the ultimate compliment. That Scotty and here's what I'm saying. Scotty is completely unimpressed with himself when he does something good, and he's completely unbothered when he screws up. And I think when I watch Maye, I see the same sort of thing. Highs and lows don't exist. I'm straight either way. Next play, next shot. And there's a calm and a peace. And he referenced, like, Scotty's, like, I've said this a lot, like, Scotty's a faith-based guy. That doesn't mean that you're meek. Doesn't mean you can't have a fiery competitive spirit and have great faith. Scotty does. I think Maye's in the same sort of lane.
You can cuss. You're
allowed to on occasion. Not a lot. But I sense that being unimpressed with your greatness and being unbothered by your mistakes is a gift. And I think it's unusual. Most people get pissed off when they do something bad. Most people go wild when they do something good. That's me. I'm that guy. I can't relate to what I see from that.
It's one of your favorite words that you use a lot, and I see it when I watch him play. Unflappable.
What a gift to have that. What a gift to truly be that. I mean, when I say it about winners, I'm joking. I'm flapped, full flaps.
Like, think about, like, I haven't lived in New England for a while, but I think about the people that didn't like the Patriots when Tom Brady was there, and how much they had to suffer.
And then they got
a little blip,
a little reprieve,
and then it's right back in your face.
I've said it repeatedly on SportsCenter. You poor people in the AFC East that hated the Patriots didn't enjoy enough when they weren't great. Because, and great, I don't know if they're going to be that, but they're certainly going to be good with what they've got there right now.
Yeah,
they're excellent.
Home field
could be the Jags. Which is by the beach. Well, it was
Patriots play the Dolphins and the Jets.
The beach. What's that? Patriots play the Jets
and the Dolphins.
Sure, they do, because they play. I think they might play. But
I'm like,
might play Kennesaw
don't
State.
They have to lose for Jacksonville to get the one?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it ain't going to be. We're not going there. We're going wherever the two coldest games are.
Worst.
Just book
worst and cold.
Yeah. What game is? Like, is Carolina or Tampa involved? That's certainly that'll be us for the first one. And then what's Ice Station Zebra? Let's send
Pittsburgh.
Let's go there. It's fine. We're happy to have playoff games. Speaking of the playoff, I don't know how much looking back. I mean, we're pretty far removed from, if there's things from last week or whatever that you want to talk. Do we move forward? You tell me. That's your.
Well, I still can't get over the two atmospheres we were at. They were incredible. Being at Oklahoma and feeling it all day on campus. No class, but plenty of people were walking around campus with their backpacks on. So maybe we're getting some extra studying with some off time.
Do you think?
But the energy, you could feel it building all day. And there was a real sense of confidence, which I wasn't behind, and it's what a fan base does. It's the ultimate top tier program in Alabama, and you beating them the last two times you played them. And going back to last year, I don't think that made any sense, but you made the most of an opportunity. You knocked Alabama out of the playoff. And then this year you went there and got outgained by like 250 yards, and you won because you created turnovers. They created 3 turnovers in that game. Alabama had 12 all year. That's why you won. And then to come in and feel it, and it's a proud, passionate, diehard fan base. And when we make the transition to go in the stadium, we're in this because there's no room in that god-awful setup of Oklahoma. Please clear the brick walls out a little bit and give us more than 3 yards. So our set's in the concourse. And we got security bringing us out, elevator, and we got to go through the main tunnel of the fans to get to our set. You can't even see the set. Like, everybody's already hoarded around it so they could get a seat to watch the end of the show. We got the Boz coming on. Like, it is amped to a billion. And I'm sitting there in my pocket. I'm picking Alabama. And as this goes, the music going, the hype videos going, and I'm waiting for Reese to get to me. I'm like, oh, God, this is going to be awful. And the light show starts, and Pat looks at me. He's like, you still want to pick Alabama? Look at this place. And it's insanity. Like, go back and watch it. And I'm like, yes, I've seen Alabama have success against this defense. I believe in Kalen DeBoer. The recency bias of us seeing Alabama get embarrassed in the SEC championship game is more than when we saw Oklahoma beat Missouri scoring 17 points, I think.
Yeah, and like an 80-yard score and a blown coverage by LSU.
And going back and watching those games, I'm like, Alabama has what it takes to frustrate this offense even more. And then the game starts. I'm like, oh, God.
17-0.
This is going to be – like, Michigan people are tweeting, do we even want DeBoer? Like, the whole thing.
The tweets were prolific. And I'll admit, and I mentioned it to Chris Fowler afterwards. I said, hey, I didn't tweet it, but at 17-0, the yards were 181-12. That was the yards. And it's on the heels of the SEC debacle. And what I wrote down, Steve, is why is Alabama here?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wrote.
Do you know what they did?
Signed up for 60.
They sure as hell did. And all the talk was how Alabama was made uncomfortable by Oklahoma in those losses. Look what happened in this game.
Completely flipped the script on the line of scrimmage. And all of a sudden, Mateer, who was operating from a pocket that was clean, got sacked 5 times.
And you can't throw that pick. They baited him so bad in the middle of the field circumstance.
Xavier Brown?
Yeah, you can't do
Who
that.
had the huge pick against, Tennessee, which totally flipped that game earlier this year.
Yeah.
Remember that? Tennessee was going in end of the first half, and he went 100.
And then the single dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, you're friends with my friends. Are you sure that this is the single dumbest thing you've ever seen?
And regarding college football, a home playoff game,
okay.
Yes.
What was it?
50 Cent coming out to start the fourth quarter. What the hell are you doing? Like, was there any conversation anywhere above all the way up to the top of the administration? Hey, we're in a dogfight. Maybe this isn't a great idea. Let's pull the plug. Thanks, 50, for coming. Here's your check. We're not doing it.
Think you're pot committed.
You could pull the plug.
Didn't Fat Joe come out and wander around the mound before a Yankee playoff game?
Before the game, yeah.
Before the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in the fourth quarter of a playoff game.
Not for
where
the
you've
seventh
just
inning
blown
stretch.
a 17-point lead.
Yeah.
And he comes out on the opposing team's sideline, and that team listens to that song every Friday and gets them more amped.
Yeah, I don't know that they knew that part.
Like, what the hell are we doing?
I don't think they knew that part. Maybe.
Oh, I can't get over that.
That was the biggest game they've had at home in a long time.
Couple studs, program lifers. Said that was the biggest one since 2000. And then 50 Cent came out. What are we doing?
Not his fault.
No, I didn't. I'm not saying it's not. He's getting paid to perform.
All right.
But you could pull the plug. Like, you know what? We're in a scrape here. We just blew a 17-point lead. We got to win this game.
Yeah.
Let's not give any extra added motivation.
The fact that that's Alabama's sort of anthem is a bit of irony.
My Lord.
All right, so that's that scene, and then
has anyone ever done that?
I can't recall. That's the
a
new
live act to start the fourth quarter.
I don't know. We've reached a place where societally games are convinced that we can't just have quiet in any break. We must be entertained with bells and whistles, or else we're going to, leave? I don't know. Then game day went to College Station for the biggest home game they've had, and
yeah, amped up, unbelievable. We get in to the hotel, get to watch the end of that Alabama game, and there was no way in hell if you gave me 12 hours to catch up to the A&M folks that were saddled around the bar watching that game, and I'm like, you realize it's an 11 a.m. kick.
Howdy.
Gig 'em. Howdy.
We'll be all right.
And it was awesome. They were, I couldn't believe the size of the crowd there. And, Central Time, it's early. We're on at 8. I go out for Sports Center at 6. And it's still dark, and it's ripping. Music's going, and the 12th man's rocking and rolling. I can't get over how physical it was. That game, watching Miami walk off, and you see, like, their whole line, Maui Noah's coming off, Bain and Mesidor. They're trying to give the crowd, like, fist bumps, but they are dead-ass tired. They left it all on that, and it was awesome. Awesome to see. It's kind of brutal that you see the difference in the playoff thing and everybody's voice, but, like, the difference in games in one spot as Ole Miss is the 6 and plays Tulane, and A&M's the 7 and plays Miami.
And that was your big thing about why
I just thought it was.
It played out exactly as you suggested, because one team played a team that had absolutely no chance to beat it, and the other team played Miami.
Yeah, and my whole point was Miami. How patient were they going to be with running the football? You saw Sark do it. He gave you the blueprint. And it wasn't pretty in the first half.
Fletcher averaged 10 a carry. I'm texting with Dusty Dvorak the entire game, just like, why aren't they giving him the football? He ran it for 10 a clip.
Mm-hmm.
Tossed him the pill. But I didn't understand A&M's plan either.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
He was just a sitting duck back there, and that's not his game. I thought there'd be more quarterback run, out of pocket, bootleg stuff. Something.
I thought Miami's tackling in space was so
that's why they're great.
They're so good. And it's so basic, but so many teams, particularly the professional level, they struggle because they don't practice it. But that's because they don't practice. They don't have a lot of time in pads. It's a whole other conversation. Miami's ability to tackle in space, to keep, instead of it being 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 5. It kept being uncomfortable distances. They spied read, I thought. And even when it looked like there were lanes in space, they just made tackles in a game where, because field goals are missed and all of this, it was a game where one play at any point could totally flip the game. And I get it. Was it like high scoring games? People just like points, as you always say. If you watch that game and you weren't mesmerized by the fact that one play at any point could change the game, I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't.
No,
I just don't think we watch sports the same if you didn't think didn't get what was appealing about it.
Oh, it was even better in person.
I'm sure.
The collision, I'm standing right behind the goalpost for the interception. The collision on the play before, good Lord.
Could that have been targeting? I'm glad it wasn't, because I thought it was helmet to shoulder pad, but the way the sport is, you slow it down.
Oh, I thought it was helmet to helmet.
You thought it was?
Yeah, it's defensive player. It's not crown. It's helmet to helmet.
So it should have been.
I believe it should have been.
Okay. Well, we never really got a replay.
I know, because he was laying on the ground. I imagine they went to commercial break.
They did.
But Torre, there's a clack sound when helmets hit that I've known way too familiar from playing.
I bet.
And it had that. And amongst 110,000 people, like being right there, you heard the clack.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow. And then there's just bodies laying on the ground. I'm like, man, this is the biggest play of the season coming up. You got 2 plays, and then they run their play.
Should have been 4 from your estimation.
I don't know what the clock was.
It doesn't really matter. There was enough time for them to have a new set of downs from half the distance.
Okay.
I
didn't know how many plays they were going to get. That's all.
And even so, Elko wasn't going to go for 2, but
you don't think?
You think he would have tried to win the game?
Did you see? That's the other thing.
You're saying Miami was dog tired.
Done. I don't think he wanted to go to overtime. This idea that Conley should have went down on the touchdown run, is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Did you see the field goal kicking in the game? Like,
we agree. The point was it was extra point length, and I'm saying your defense hasn't surrendered a touchdown all day. Take the lead.
I'm shaking still now hearing that essence.
Well, again, you're just not smart and you don't understand football.
I'm like, did you see the kicks? And I saw it with the kid for the field goal kicking contest. As soon as we went out there, I thought the second kick off his foot was going dead in.
Because it was, and then the wind took it.
Oh.
That cost him $1 million.
Yeah, 1.5.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, that was incredible. So again, I didn't think Miami was going to be as stubborn and patient that they had to be, and they were. And Fletcher was great after the game. He said, I went over to my guys, just give it to me, and you guys do your job, and I got this. So it was really, really impressive. And I said it, too, when I made my pick. I picked A&M. Those two coaches hadn't won a game of that stature. One of them was gonna. And I give all the credit to Mario. He had his guys ready. They stayed in it. I mean, it was those third downs. That was better than the Texas or Notre Dame game last year, that atmosphere. And everybody's talking about 11 a.m. kick, and I'm like, don't worry about this place. They know it. But then I start thinking, like we just talked about Oklahoma 2000, biggest home game. When has A&M won a big game?
Like big? I don't know.
Like Manziel at Bama on the road? But
I guess, but that was so different. What did it get you? I don't even remember what bowl game they played in that year, but it wasn't a big one.
The Cotton Bowl.
Cool.
He put 50 or 40 on Stoops. But I think about this, and I'm like, we're going into the two dog games, and I'm like, last year it was all about having the home playoff game. All year, everybody wanted a home playoff game, and the two teams that had them are going home.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was flipped on a script, but it's.
I want to mention something about what you allude to with Kyle Field. A lot of places that you'll see, it's like late arriving. I just love the fact that that's 11 College Station time, and as people are coming out, that stadium is packed. You don't think they got meat grilling out there and barbecues? You don't think they got cold beers and bourbon and whatever? They got all that out in the parking lot. But they're not going to be like, we'll wander in slowly. They know that they take their role, 12th man, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So they're there from the jump, and that's fantastic. I see so many crowds that are just trickle in, student sections where we're out getting fucked up. Bring it in your boot and a baggie if you need to, but be in your seat because you can make a difference. And I'm impressed by that place and how early everybody's got their ass in their seat.
No, it's incredible. And like we're staying at this A&M Convention Center, beautiful hotel. It's right past the end zone. And I'm literally trying to go to bed, and I can't go to bed because they're doing yell practice. Like, that's how loud it is. 45,000.
We had that on because we were on the night before, and we were showing a live look at them doing all their different things that they do.
Yeah, that alarm Saturday morning hurt. That one hurt.
I bet it did.
But, again, credit to Miami. Credit to Bama.
Then the next two games happen, and not great. I've seen a lot of folks in our business that are media in the college football space that have taken up this battle cry for the group of five. And their big argument is, well, Tennessee got blown out by Ohio State. Oregon got blown out by Ohio State. TCU got blown out in the title game. Yep. Blowouts are going to happen because there are great teams. And the gaps between the best teams and even really good teams in college football can be significant. There will be blowouts. The problem as it relates to group of five is there have only been blowouts. And I don't think you're making the point, like landing the knockout blow you think you're making and reminding us that there have been blowouts. I want to quote, there's a I don't know if you follow this account, I think it's really, really good, smart content. It's called College Football Nerds.
Oh.
Smart content. I'm going to quote. People think citing Power 4 versus Power 4 blowouts is in the playoffs is some sort of a trump card. The issue isn't that there are blowouts. The issue is that none of the games featuring group of 5 teams in the playoffs have been competitive. They are all blowouts, featuring the scores. 27-6, 31-14, 41-10, 51-34. It's one thing to have a matchup issue or a surprise blowout here or there. It's another for a team to be a 20-point dog, then get blown out. That is unsustainable when the entire world sees these are going to be blowouts, and they are. At some point, it will force change. And then in a different tweet points out, I don't think a group of 5 only playoff is the answer. I think taking the top 12 teams that sometimes includes a group of 5 and sometimes it doesn't is the best answer. And I'm reading this because I agree with all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen people point out, well, James Madison had all these yards and scored the most points in Oregon of anybody this year. Believe me, no one's happier than I am that James Madison got within 17 because I picked him in winners. But Oregon scored touchdowns on their first 5 possessions of the game, and after they won by 17, the description in the locker room is it was morbid and quiet because it was like they lost. They were furious that's how that game went because they gave up all those points. After the block punt, it's 48-13.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, if you're going to go see what? It was 5 consecutive touchdowns for Oregon. And the larger point was that no one thought that Tulane and James Madison could win these games, and they couldn't.
Hmm.
And so I thought that's why I think that this point that when it's only blowouts featuring this group of 5 teams, that's the issue. Sure, there are going to be blowouts. There'll be blowouts in the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Rose Bowl last year, Oregon was the one and got their teeth kicked in because Ohio State was really fucking good.
Hmm.
So I just, the point I made several pods ago about when there's only 12 teams and 2 of them are teams that don't have a chance.
It's not 12.
Correct. So I don't know. I just don't know what flag it is you think you're waving and what points you think you're scoring by mentioning these other blowouts. I do think the next round's going to be really good.
Yeah. I mean, we got 8 qualified teams.
Uh-huh.
Can we say that?
Dusty pointed out that I think 7 of the 8 are top 12 defenses nationally. I believe that's what it was.
Who's the one that's not in? Oklahoma?
Mississippi.
Hmm?
The 8 teams.
Oh, 7 of the 8. Okay.
7 of the 8 remaining. I want to say,
okay.
we're top 12, and I could be getting that wrong.
No,
the gist of it was basically its defense has transitioned into this next round largely.
Dusty's a defensive guy. You're going to get all those defensive stats.
He does such a good job, man. Such a good job.
He's awesome.
He really is. And was that dude? His, a picture I have for him. I don't have pictures.
The mullet
for many people. But my picture for him is it's mullet
in the white Oklahoma jersey.
Well, it's
Wikipedia.
It's that head.
Oh yeah, there's one of that in the uniform.
Actually, I don't want to show that because if people screenshot it and get his number, so don't blur that out.
Cut it, Jack.
If we saw the Dusty face with the number, that'd be bad. Of those games, everyone is interesting. Everyone's compelling. Georgia Ole Miss we saw was incredible.
Could have avoided that with seeding.
Didn't. I really want to see Oregon Texas Tech because I want to know what Texas Tech is, and and we're going to find out.
If you want storylines, I've said it all year. That's the best storyline.
Texas Tech,
no doubt,
because
it's Texas Tech, and I've never seen them play defense in my life, and they dominated this year in a conference that's not in the top 2. Like, look at the things. I look at it as the Big Ten's favored in all their games.
Indiana's a touchdown favorite against Alabama as the 1 seed. What a world.
Yeah. And then is Ohio State still double-digit?
I don't know, but I'm telling you right now that seeing Miami and get that kind of pressure that they're capable of getting on a quarterback, to say that Sayan doesn't love being bothered, no quarterback wants to be pressured. So I'm not telling you anything that isn't true. It's just that Sayan hasn't been bothered a lot this year. I think Miami has the goods to cause some trouble, although I did hear Four say this is as healthy as he's been in a while.
Yeah. That game, I'm pumped. It's the New Year's Eve game.
Standalone.
One thing I will say is, and we're never going to get a right answer from Mario, they got dinged up in that game because of the physicality. And I think this is a longer layoff, I believe, than the quarters to the semis. I think you got 12 days. Alabama gets 13 maybe. Right around there, whatever. But Miami has to have all systems go to be in this game. The crazy thing you look at is how good these defenses are. To your point, as good open field tackling, can get pressure with minimal guys, but the difference makers both teams have on the perimeter, like if you don't tackle well in space and you're one-on-one,
light song,
extra point team, get the T. Or they don't use a T anymore. We used to say get the T. So that's what's, complex. And both offense coordinators are going to, I saw Ryan Day is going to call the plays.
Yeah, I saw that.
He'll have some in the holster. So the idea to get the ball and create those one-on-ones, and both these guys are really, really good at it. So that's the chess match. When you look at this big play capability, but you're going against super, super sound and dominant defenses. Who creates the big plays? Chunk plays, coach always says. You got to find ways to create those. You got 12 days to draw it up. It just feels like that game should be outside on grass.
I prefer that.
Right?
Although if it's at night, a lot of times you get that weird, it's kind of, the dew starts to form because it gets cold. Then there's that moisture in the air, and then people start slipping around. I don't mind a fast track for that one. I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I just look forward to each and every one of those.
Yeah. Awesome lineup. Everyone's got its own line.
Trying to remember what else I have. It's Christmas in 3 days.
I kind of prepped for this, knowing like last year we were in Green Bay, it was frigid, and like we came home and that was like Christmas Eve, I want to say. So like the idea that we're on the road, I just got home for the first time in a week, and then we're here. We got a big men's gathering tonight, Christmas Eve tomorrow, and it's on. I still look at Christmas Eve being more enjoyable as Christmas Day. Your thoughts? That just happen as you get older?
I think so. I think
it's like the build-up,
yeah, well, we talked about that, about how there's the anticipation of the moment is the moment. When the moment starts happening, it's almost, you start getting sad because it all goes not downhill, but once it arrives, then it's only the process of it ending is happening rather than the process of getting excited about the moment. And you spend so long preparing, and then in a lot of houses, it's just an absolute tornado wrecking ball. And you got, same as us, it's like a horde of locusts coming.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we make them sit on the step, wait, hold. It's
hold
like
your
Braveheart.
Horses.
Hold.
It's like Secretariat.
Right. And then off you go. And then you try to make sure, are we waiting? Are we watching while someone's opening? Or is Charlie just over in the corner just ripping everything open? And then he's like, that's it.
Yeah, that's like, that happens with age as they get,
of course,
more appreciative. What I try doing, read who it's from.
Right.
That always helps.
And it's nice to give the shout out to the
Correct.
acknowledge. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Santa Claus.
Right. And we do the red paper for Santa Claus. So because that goes back to my grandma.
Your grandma.
Correct. My mom's mom.
Oklahoma.
Correct.
There we go.
I'm going to mention some traditions. I'm just going to get to yours in a minute. I'm curious. Her thing was the presents from Santa were in this special red Santa paper.
Mm.
And I mean,
only Santa and the elves have.
Correct. And so up to a certain point, you saw the red ones and you're like, whoa, that's from the man. And then later, it's just looking down in the basement, there's grandma with the red paper. Because we kept it up and it never died. And then the trick is once you acquire said red paper, you better make sure we have enough rolls of red paper, which recently we checked to make sure we're good. Pretty sure none of my kids listen to this podcast. But they do. Don't cuss. But red paper was always the thing for Santa. So those are always the special ones that kids look forward to see because they, what did we get from Santa? And normally it's big ticket items. But that was Grandma from Oklahoma's thing. But we had a tradition that came direct from Grandma in Oklahoma that I was telling one of our producers, Maddie, about on the flight out. We were just talking about things you make at Christmas. Were there dishes or maybe casseroles or things or anything you can think of that was like a Christmas only thing in your family?
No, I think my sister and I preferred it, but we would almost do, because we love it so much and Mom's cooking, obviously, we would almost ask for like Thanksgiving meal again.
We did that for dinner. We'd do it twice and 2 times a year. Late November and the 25th.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We're doing like a Bertucci's filet, though, this year. Grill up some meat.
We got a little tri-tip.
That's a high-end foodery.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I was walking around there.
Good.
Everything. I wanted everything in the joint.
Oh, yeah.
But I was on a mission to go pick up the filet. So we're segueing out, which I realized that tradition is, I think my aunt gets bummed out because she likes the turkey. I like the turkey.
Yeah.
I like round.
Problem is you get the giant, like.
If it's a small crew, like how big a bird are you going to get?
Wifey and dad are eating it.
That's right. Because my kids don't love turkey. But I go back to the tradition I'm getting to, because what my family did, my grandma from Miami, Oklahoma, shout out to Grand Lake. Her dad, my great-granddad, Pappy, the legend, they would hunt quail all throughout the quail season, which I believe was fall.
Okay.
I don't hunt, so I don't know when that...
Red herd hunting. He wants to hunt.
What's up, Red? Go lay down on your bed, bro. He's eyeballing it. There we go. So they would hunt throughout the quail season. And then on Christmas morning, you fry quail. Now, Southern folks might hear this and just nod their head and get it. Other folks would be like, come again? Breakfast, Christmas morning, my grandma would fry quail. And I'm talking about, my grandma was the most incredible cook I ever knew. Handful of flour, just
I was going to say, good breading.
Just chuck it on the counter, bro. Just wax paper, salts, peppers, spices, flour it up, chuck it in the oil, and we're frying quail. Then you use that grease to create a biscuit gravy, because she made homemade biscuits too. So we're eating homemade biscuits, like white.
You're eating fried quail.
White country gravy and fried quail. I'm going 3.
With your hands.
Hell yeah. Now they're gamey.
Yeah.
They're a very gamey bird. But you ripped off a leg and a thigh and chucked that in some gravy and off to the races. And I'm then because my folks got separated when I was little, I'd go to Dad's side of the family and they had amazing cooks, and then they'd have like a turkey dinner, and then I'd come home at night and it'd be round 3. I think I told this story. One year I was sitting at dinner, I just couldn't do it. And my mom was pissed. And I'm like, do you have any idea how much food I have to eat every holiday? It's outrageous. I can't do it. And then they realized, oh, that's probably unreasonable to ask because you're starting your day eating a very gamey bird, biscuits and gravy. And like that could have done it for the day. But that's what we did every Christmas morning. And we would never do it any other time. It would have been sacrilegious to even suggest it. I have no idea if anyone listening to this would have ever done the same thing. And maybe it's super specific if you had like relatives that hunted. Otherwise, I have no idea why we wouldn't have thought to get quail. It was just what my grandma did, then what my mom did. So that's what we did. And then after my grandma passed away, we continued it out of the tradition of it. And then one year it was just sort of, hey, does anyone want to do quail? And it was like, I don't know. It's kind of a lot of eating.
Yeah.
And so we just segued into more like sausage casserole things and cinnamon rolls and things like that. But man, have you ever had quail in your life?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I mean, the way I only know it one way, and it's fried with biscuit gravy.
That sounds so good.
Buddy, let me tell you. And my grandma's.
But see, to your point
my grandma's gravy. Oh,
I know.
I miss you, Letha. Whew.
There's a proper way to eat meals. And anytime there's bread or biscuits or any involved, I spoil myself on that.
Then you need
bread is like crack.
Homemade, the way my grandma made it, where it like had a sweetness to it. Oh my goodness. It was and the big thing was the wishbone. That was always the big thing, is because then the wishbone would come out and then you'd let it dry for a while and then you'd have wishbone battles and then whoever won the wishbone thing, well, you'd save it because that was good luck. So wild to describe this so many years later because it's been a while since we did it. And it was just what we did. And it was something.
It's gone.
It's amazing. Yeah. And then now we don't do it. And it's just how houses like my grandma's house was the Christmas house. And they had this back room and it was not very big. And so it would be packed with presents. And so it was magic, man. You're a little kid and you'd come in there. Where's the red paper? You're crawling over presents. Because again, at the time, it seemed like there must be 1,000 presents. The truth of it is the room wasn't as big as where we're sitting right now. And there were like 7 humans in there.
Yeah.
And the tree and presents. And it was just what that room felt like.
Get like that hot itchy in your pajamas.
Yes.
So excited.
That too. But just look right now describing it. I can tell you what it felt like. And it just makes me happy to remember what that felt like in that room with those people. Many of whom sadly are no longer here. And just as I talk about it now, I can feel my eyes filling up just because I remember what that room felt like. And time moves on and we segued into a different house in a different space and it doesn't ever feel the same as that room. But when I was in that crazy boutiquerie, the Galleria Mall, and I saw Santa, and he waved. I think he might have greeted me by my initials. And I said, Santa. I said, I still believe in Christmas. I still believe in the magic of Santa Claus. And I do. And so whatever your traditions are, whoever the people you shared them with, or if you're lucky enough to still share them with the people, I hope that everybody gets to do that with a lot of calm and peace and in the midst of the mayhem. I just hope for all the stuff you get for your kids, I just hope that I hope somehow we create for my kids that thing that someday when they're an old man like me, that they'll remember what it felt like in the room, Oh,
yeah. I also... To go another direction, I realized.
Please do.
I realized.
Save me from myself.
Turned into my dad because now, when you think back of being in that room, and your mom and dad are there, hopefully, or at least in my circuit when I was real little, you're going to open the gifts. Your mom knows every single one of your gifts because she got them.
Of course.
dad has no clue what you're about to open. And I think back to him with the coffee mug, and just like looking at what I'm about to open. Like it could have been a bomb. He would have had no idea.
Oh, that's so true.
And I just think back to his face when because he has a genuine surprise too, because he had no clue what was in the like wrapping gifts, boxing, whatever. Now I will say he always had mom taken care of, obviously, and had something from us and did that part. But just thinking back and thinking about his look as I'm opening, or my sister or my brother.
I was.
Oh my God. It's so funny. And I'm the same way, because I have an idea, but like I'm going to bring the presents up and put them under the tree. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
Thank you for that. I'm over here misty thinking about people I miss.
But you're with me, right?
No. Like I now I have tears because I laugh so hard, but I'm over here thinking about people I miss and what it felt like and how, and that's heavy, you know,
Yeah.
and it's sad. And now I think about, we're both the dad that when they open the gifts from us, we're like, what do we have here? It's truly that. It's a moment of discovery for everyone. Well, looky here what mom and dad got. God, that's so true. Your pop didn't have a clue in the world, and neither do you, and neither do I.
Nope.
Oh, man. I'm happy to be able to put everybody on scholarship, but yeah, man, that's so funny.
Thank you to wifey.
No question.
Yeah.
Honchoing the heavy lift and making sure all the magic happens in, good God, 3 days, huh?
Not even.
2 days.
Day and a half.
I got some stuff to do. I got an appointment I got to go get to.
Oh.
We got, not very good, actually. We got the cracked screen, got to replace. iPad.
Oh, are you going to a real store, or are you going to go to the
bootleg
store?
No, I'm going correct Genius Bar, bro.
Okay. You got an appointment?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Okay.
What do you think I'm just going to
Who
wander
made it
in?
for you?
Me.
Wow.
And I had to change it, and I did that on my own too. Nobody wants more credit for doing basic adult shit.
Is it in your
guy.
calendar?
Yes.
There we go.
That too.
There we go.
Who's an adult? Me. Did it all by myself. Look at you. Scott, you're doing great.
Good job, bud.
Thanks, pal.
Got anything else?
I don't have anything else.
I know if we're missing something.
I mean,
Christmas. It's
well, I wanted to talk about traditions. See if you had any, because that is an odd one.
Oh, I just
assumed everyone did it. I thought everyone just eats quail. People like, you eat, excuse me? Go ahead.
Just being on the road and meeting new people and trading phone. Have you noticed this new fad where you're like, oh, here, take my number down. And they give you their phone to type it in.
Sure.
Why can't they do it?
Because they don't know your number.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, but if they give it to you, you just put your number in and it's more efficient.
All right. I find it weird.
As you say it, I agree, because sitting here right now, I have my phone, you have your phone, and instead of me going, hey, what's your number? And then what I do is I just open up my phone, you say your number, I dial it, and then I say that's mine. So now it's not on me, it's on you just as much.
Correct.
So you recite the number, I dial the number, I make sure your phone's ringing, I say, okay, you got mine too. But that makes more sense than here's my phone, you do it.
It's also a trick.
To do what?
They don't have to give you their number.
Correct, which is why I say I'll dial, I'll call you, and then you'll have mine. You know what? And if they say no, then you go, then fuck you. I'm not giving you my number. And then you punch them.
Yeah.
How about that? Now what? Now you're bleeding. How did this get violent? I have no idea. Don't punch people. It's really not. It's the holiday season. By the way, when we got like 2 more days of holly afterwards. Oh boy,
maybe
Oh, boy.
All right. Plastic bottle time.
That's how you know it's the end of the pod.
Yep.
Red starts just shredding plastics. He's still fat, by the way. Went to the vet this morning. He's still fat.
Oh, you got up and did a vet appointment?
9 a.m.
You are hammering out appointments.
Yeah, buddy. Again,
see how much you get done, though, when the kids aren't here?
It's just...
Oh,
Red.
Oh.
Yeah, Shannon tried to take that back. He's like, the hell with you. This is my bottle.
Oh.
What was I just talking
Get the
about?
cheese block out.
What was I just talking about? It was very important. Oh, Holly. And there are only 11 Christmas songs. That's it. You can hear Burl Ives sing it. You can hear Bing Crosby. You can hear Ella Fitzgerald. You can hear
Gene Autry.
Him.
Muppets.
Them.
Elvis.
That song sucks.
It's awful.
But legitimately,
What the hell is Blue Christmas?
I'm sad. Blue. I feel blue.
We don't need that.
Right. Have a happy Christmas.
Correct.
He just misses there.
Johnny Mathis.
Most songs are I'm not there, though. Like, that's kind of it. I'm not there, but I'm thinking about you. Carpenters, Merry Christmas, darling. We're apart, that's true. What? Go home. What are you, a nomad? A gypsy? Get on a bus. Walk. Fly. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Why are we not together? If you really like this person, go be with them.
Do you know?
There's my song. Hey, I really like you a lot, so I'm going to come home and we're going to hang out.
You heard Mistletoe by Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Good song.
Yeah?
Saw him sing it without the auto-tone on it.
Not
so much better.
Was it?
Yeah. It's great.
Okay.
He had a little mixes in there to catch things where like the tone goes, and I was like, wow, this sounds tremendous. Why don't we get that version?
New song.
Unplugged.
There are some new-ish songs like
Ariana Grande has a good one.
You listen to I listen to the old school ones. Maybe that's my problem, is I end up listening to the old school ones.
Yeah, you gotta
and it's Sammy Davis talking about, baby, it's cold outside.
Where's my bourbon?
Right. You're looking super bombed. Here's another handle. Anyway.
How much booze do you think was consumed in those Rat Pack dinners?
They reached
we're going to
we're
going to a guy's dinner tonight.
Correct.
Guys are going to be getting after it. Some. Every one of those guys.
They had the LSU gear where they could black out, pass out, then rally. They were all wired like our Baton Rouge friends, all of them. But they were just wearing
tuxedos.
Suits. Right, to breakfast. They're like the wolf in Pulp Fiction. They'd show up in a tuxedo for breakfast, smash a Johnny Walker Blue. Fantastic, babe. What's for lunch? I don't think it would be fun to be that. Just smoking and drinking whiskey all day and being hammered.
That's what it was, man.
Apparently.
They had a magnet in those suits.
Clearly. And singing the 8 Christmas songs that existed. My point is there's not a giant variety. I like the songs, though.
You got to intertwine.
You know what I've been doing? I've been trying out Josh Groban's Oh Holy Night is my favorite. We did the entire pod with him last year. Carrie Underwood, high-level version.
Oh, just that song.
Correct. Mariah Carey, buddy, can go.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll hear the old school folks,
mm-hmm.
like Jim Neighbors and whatnot, trying to hit you with that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? You don't want it. Groban's minus 33.5. Like he's playing a group of 5 team. Ooh.
Careful. One of them covered.
Correct. The one I said would. Thank you for continuing to try. Just try. Fourth and 1 up the middle.
Kelly Clarkson, I try.
That's another good one.
Very good.
And, I mean, you know, the Johnny Mathis tapes.
Oh, God. So good. Could still remember the cover of the album. Got the scarf on, red sweater.
You should do more scarves, Steve.
I can't wear scarves. Too itchy.
I feel like 26 is Steve's scarf year.
Too itchy.
Scarf or scarves? Scarves.
How about just scars?
Yeah, that. Right?
All right. Little eggnog? No eggnog for you.
Absolutely not.
Eggnog or coleslaw?
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, man, you're the worst / best at putting me in a place where this is a death is not an option, right?
Yes.
So I have to drink a thing of eggnog.
Or a bowl.
Oh, my God.
Coleslaw.
Of that sour lettuce with the purple.
Milky.
Oh, God. But eggnog is just this thick,
Oh, it's so good. I'm going to get some right now.
puddingy.
So good.
Could I put some like cinnamon on top of it?
Sure.
All right, eggnog.
There you go.
Eggnog. Ugh. I won't enjoy it, but it's bad. Coleslaw, there's just no chance. The fork, and as you're going to put it, it's dripping like watery, milky. What even is that?
Coleslaw or sauerkraut?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Sauerkraut's worse.
Wow.
But I was just picturing eating coleslaw, and I was in misery.
With a fork?
Could I put sauerkraut on a hot dog, or do I have to eat it by itself on a plate?
What else do you hate? You got to put it on corned beef.
I don't mind that.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, I don't love it, but compared to sauerkraut, does it go on it?
No, I'm saying the sauerkraut on corned beef.
Oh, and some delicious rye bread. It's all just old and has
sourdough
seeds and crap in it.
Yeah, sourdough.
I think sauerkraut. I'd vomit, but I couldn't even begin to chew the first bite of that disgusting sauerkraut.
All right, last one.
All right, cool. Let's
on
end
a good note.
Let's end on a positive note.
I think I've asked you this
holiday
before.
Pods run out of steam, and let's torture Van Pelt.
Maryland crabs off the table. Top 3 seeds of soup.
Cream of crabs off the table?
Yep, crabs off.
My mom's homemade vegetables, spectacular.
Ooh.
Like a proper homemade vegetable. Delicious. You know what I like? This is going to surprise you.
Don't say split.
No.
Oh.
No, this might actually shock you. Because you don't think I have this gear. Gazpacho.
Wow.
A nice gazpacho? That's good. But if cream of crab is not available, I really don't know what other soups I really even want to eat. Like clam chowder, no.
Really?
No. Clams are disgusting.
Beef barley, chicken noodle?
Chicken noodles for children. When they're sick. When was the last time you cracked open a can of chicken noodle soup and ate it?
I'll do it today.
You won't.
Yeah. Chunky's got a spicy chicken noodle.
I mean, I'm not anti that. I'm just saying.
Sounds like you are.
I'm not. I'm saying I can't remember the last time I was sitting around going, you know what I need? Some chicken noodle soup.
You like lobster bisque.
I was going to say, is that on the same?
I'll give it to you.
Then that's it.
I love lobster. I don't
lobster,
like lobster
bisque, gazpacho, and
but you prefer cream of crab over
all of them. A good cream of
lobster
crab.
bisque.
Yes.
How about Maryland crab over cream of crab?
Cream of crab is the correct answer.
Oh, no way.
Maryland crab is just vegetable soup and crab in it.
Exactly.
But you need to get the good chunk of the back fin.
Lots of crab.
Correct. But see, if you get just like the strands of it, like some guy in the back is taking a piece and shredding it and faking you out into thinking there's crab in there, what are we doing? So
I also wish we could have a hot and sour soup with not tofu. Just me and meat. It's so good.
The chicken tenders in that.
Grilled
chicken? Okay.
And hot and sour? Oh.
All right, so it's for 26. Steve's going to open up a soupery.
It is soup season.
Okay, so we've got edibles. We got
baseball cards.
We have baseball cards and weed, and Steve's scarf and soup. Steve's house of scarves and soup. That is a winner. Come on in for a nice ascot. While you're at it, have some sweet and hot and sour. Right? Big cauldrons of bisque and Hermes scarves. with fancy little gold chokers and things of that nature. Bolo ties. Stop talking.
What's the thing you're going to wear tonight?
What, a fez?
No, with that.
What am I going to wear?
The suspenders.
Oh, lederhosen. Yeah, tonight's Christmas party is a lederhosen party. I got that and a fez. I don't actually have lederhosen. They don't make them for freakishly tall people. I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't care. No one's still listening. You have shit to do. Wrap your gifts. Be grateful. Hopefully you spend it with some folks that you love and care about. If not, remember those folks you spent those magical mornings with, because that's the good stuff, man. And we appreciate all y'all out there for real. People sending us to buying the merch with the support. We were talking about this on the plane. It's just a really, it's just gratifying to know that this stupidity, this particularly the last 15 minutes of whatever this has been, somehow lands with all of you. You guys make room in your lives for it. And that's really, really a fun thing. We got a lot on our plate. We got a lot of stuff that we do. I look forward to these.
Yeah. Some people are even sending fake workout pictures with the merch on.
I did see that.
Fake.
I did see that. You don't think Monty's putting in some...
Looks like there's no weight on those bars.
Well, we're not going to argue.
I appreciate the thought, though.
We appreciate all y'all
Funny
out there.
guy.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We'll chat with y'all next week, and we'll be in the middle of it. A little more clarity with playoffs in the NFL, but then will you be available?
I got to fly to we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Steve's House of Scarves and Soup coming in 26. Ciao.